What up, y'all? It's your man ES the Herman Star back again with another video, and I'm here to do the new moon in Taurus reading for the sign of Scorpio. So if you have Scorpio in your chart, sun, moon, or rising, this is for you. I hope it don't rain today. I really want to go for this walk, man. Anyways, so 3:30 p.m. today, Eastern Standard Time, the moon will be in Taurus, okay? So, with that being said, and we're definitely in Taurus season right now. So, a lot of pleasure, a lot of just enjoyment is the energy for this season. Definitely for today, okay? Tauruses do not do things, or very much, are reluctant. I can't say that word now for whatever reason. Reluctant to do things that they don't want to do. Interesting. Your first two cards are cards that Libra got. You might have Libra in your chart. But anyways, so pretty much doing... And then your last card is what? Gemini got. Okay, y'all might be connected today. Anyways. Yeah, so doing what feels right to you, essentially, right, is the energy of this season, right? Doing what feels right to you and not necessarily doing what doesn't feel right. Now, we all have responsibilities that we got to take care of. Responsibilities don't care of what season we're in as far as the weather season or the zodiac sign season. It don't care. You know what I'm saying? And not even the holiday season when you want to splurge. It does not care. Responsibilities are going to be there, right? Now, I'm not telling you to not take care of that. But if there are some things for your mental well-being and physical well-being that you can put off during this time, it will be best for all of us, not just Taurus, but for every sign to do that. Now, I'm not going to read for every sign today. I only chose the three that the generator chose. You're one of them, Scorpio. I would suggest that if there are other tarot readers that you trust on here or anywhere else you get your tarot reads, go check out your other signs as well, other signs in your planets, as well as in regards to the new moon in Taurus, all right? Or you could just continue watching me, and I appreciate that. Anyways, we start with the Six of Pentacles. Now, like I said, this is one of the two cards that Libra got. Go check that read out. But they got this in reverse. You got it upright. Both the cards, actually, that you got in upright, they got in reverse. This is someone who is very much generous with their money, very much gracious with their money as well, which is great to see. You see this individual giving out some pentacles, it looks like, or even gold bits probably. But they're holding a little a balance. So it's like there's this balance of I have enough and I'm willing to give to others as well. They're not over giving, they're not over hoarding as well, which is cool to see that energy. It seems as though that's what you want to do with your finances, be more of someone that is balanced, probably emotionally, let me put it that way, balanced emotionally when it comes to your finances, not necessarily fearing too much or overconfident in a sense of I have enough, I get paid next week, I don't matter, I'm not gonna worry about my spending habits because then I'll have more money next week, or whatever the case is, right? So just a balance of not fearing too much, maybe, and not, but also not being overconfident. Your next card is the Page of Pentacles. This is manifestation of money. This is someone who is very much ambitious as well, doing things that will garner them more money, which is great to see as well. I will say, with that ambition, you do want to make sure that you are being You want to avoid the energy of not being as wise with how you go about it, because you have the Knight of Swords in reverse. This is someone who can be very much impulsive, very much someone who doesn't move with tact. So there's no type of intelligence, let me just say, like an intelligent game plan as to how you're going to go about getting this money. Like it's just, or getting more money. It's just very much, it's like the individual who, and I'm speaking from experience when I say this, but it's like the individual who goes on Indeed and just starts applying for any job out there that's hiring, or that is on the Indeed app and claims to be hiring, right? And you're not necessarily like, and let's just say you end up getting a job and you're like, yeah, this ain't for me. Or you're during you land an interview and you're like, wow, this, like, why the fuck did I even apply to this shit? Well, it's because you wasn't really game planning how you're going to get more money. You know, you want to manifest it, sure, and with manifesting comes the idea of going out and get it. And again, that's what the Page of Pentacles does, and it's righteous energy. But you have to be wise with how you go about, you know, you have to have a plan for how a plan of attack per se, right? Of how you're going to go about it. If you just go on Indeed or any other job board or whatever, I only mention Indeed, not because they sponsor, but Indeed sponsor me, but you know what I'm saying, but because that's the one that I use, or use the most, I should just say. But if you're going on LinkedIn, another one. Indeed, LinkedIn, whatever. What's the other one? Glassdoor or whatever? I never used them, but I've just heard of them. But you're going on any job board, job posting platform, right? And you're just applying to places. You're not necessarily looking at, you know, would this be a good fit for me? Would I be a good fit for them? Is the pay really? I'm applying to these places, but you know, they could be paying $13 an hour, and that's just not what I'm willing to do. But I'm still applying simply because they're still paying. You know, simply because they're paying doesn't mean they're paying enough. Simply because they're paying doesn't mean they're paying what you deserve. You know what I'm saying? And yes, that could be an ego trip, but you know, when we are in this Taurus, you know, we can learn a lot from Tauruses and valuing themselves and valuing their time. And you know, I think that that's a healthy side of the ego. If you're like, listen, I deserve more. I deserve to enjoy this. I deserve to have a job that I enjoy. I deserve to make money. I deserve to do these things with my money. I deserve to have a balanced emotion when it comes to my money. That's a healthy ego right there. You know what I'm saying? If you ask me. So, yeah. However you're going about getting more money, you know, just be very much tactful with it. Don't be the person that goes on Indeed and just hits apply. And then you land the interview or you land the job even. And you're like, what was I thinking? You know what I'm saying? Because that's a waste of time. That's a waste of, you know, waste of your time, waste of their time. But most importantly, since you watch this channel and they don't, or if they do watch the channel, I'm going to say it's equally important. But since you watch this channel, or at least watch this video, more importantly, it's a waste of your time. So that's what I have for the tarot. We'll get into the oracle right now. But before I get into that, I would like to please remind you to hit that like, comment, share, and if you're not, subscribe. Oh boy, a bunch of cards fell. I only choose one, so I'm not gonna pick those up. Spirit, give me that message in one card, please. And this is the one card that seems to be a jumper. Also, shout out to, it's April, Autism Awareness Month. This card reminds me of, you know, if you know, you know, but this card reminds me of just the logo for autism. So shout out to Autism Awareness Month. Shout out to all the beautiful people who love somebody or have someone in their life with ASD. I've worked with people with ASD for a few years now, and some of the greatest, if not the kindest, greatest people, loving individuals I've ever met in my entire life. That's not even an exaggeration. Like, I have so much love for, that demographic, and very much misunderstood. I can go on and on and on. I don't want to make it a entire video, but I just had to, because this reminds me of the logo. So yeah, but your card today, your oracle card, is important parts. All right. Embrace each element, weaving them into your story with openness and understanding. So yeah, pretty much that is what I have for you today with this new moon and Taurus reading. All right. If you got anything of value from this video, please hit that like, comment, share, and subscribe. Once again, if you would like that personal read, you are able to book that with me by sending me an email. You can find my email in the description box below. Just know that there are scammers in this community, unfortunately. So if there's anyone reaching out to you, anyone reaching out to you, pretending to be me, clap on ain't nah. I'm sorry. Oh man. All right. Well, I'm not gonna cut that out. If anyone is reaching out to you, pretending to be me, offering you reads, offering you anything else, it is not me. It is a scammer. So yeah, just be wary of that. I want to thank you for trusting me, for being your intuitive reader for today, or at least one of your intuitive readers for today. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until next time, until next read, you see me when you see me. Take care.